What's going on, everybody? Average Arcader here, and it's time for another base review. But I have to say that this technically isn't a base review, because this technically isn't a base. This is Turtle Base. It's a new map that just came out. It's actually more so like a kingdom. You're in a giant turtle, right? And when we come through here, drop down. You enter into a bunch of different biomes represented, these different areas that are represented by different biomes, and each one has a place to basically use as a base in it. Like, this is supposed to represent the snow area, so you have a little igloo. You can turn this into your own little base. Each of them have loot in them. Some of them even have dungeons. If I remember correctly in the turtle guide here, if we look at it, it tells us how many. We've got 7 biomes in here. There's a beach where there's a hidden treasure, and it says how many. There are over 15 dungeons in the turtle. 15. Sorry about that. Over 15 dungeons that are in the turtle, which is pretty cool. I found a couple of them. I played a little survival run, just going through and exploring everything. I think one of the coolest thing here is the custom turtles. Each biome has a different type of turtle for it, and it also gives you a book on what they eat, so you can tame and or breed some of them, and what they drop when they die. So there's certain ones that you can get. It's pretty cool. I definitely like this idea of having a representation of all the different biomes. Here you have the mushroom biome here, and the key here is you have to go through and clear the base that you decide to take for yourself. Then you can customize it any way you want. There's plenty of good gear in all of them. I think the only complaint I might have is that you don't, like, there's a little starter kit that gives you the basics to get started. Definitely 100% you need to make a stone pickaxe or stronger, because there are spawners in a lot of these areas, including the dungeons, and you're going to need to take those out as soon as possible, otherwise you're going to get overwhelmed. Other than that, I don't really have any complaints, only this is definitely one of the maps I would highly recommend you play with friends. Do not play this by yourself. I mean, it'll be fun, but it's not so much, if you're looking for a base, it's not so much a base. This is more so a destination style map that has a bunch of different bases in it that you can claim. But it'd be easier to do that with friends. This is definitely something I would say leans more towards a multiplayer feel. I mean, you can even set up like a battle royale possibly in this one, because there's random loot in pretty much every single place. So you guys could just jump in and start fighting. This is the biggest area here, this sandy area here, representing the desert. This castle right here is pretty much set up right away. There's a couple spawners you need to clear out, and then you're good to go. I'm just gonna take you around this whole entire area. Like I said, it's built really nice, and you have a representation of pretty much every single one of the normal biomes, except for, well, nope, it does have another. That's what this probably is. Not to mention that startup area out there is. Now, if you were looking for a quick base, they actually do give that to you too. 1 second, coming down. If you go through this portal right here, now you're in a base that's outside of the turtle. Come here. There's the turtle. There's base, and you have the open world out here. This base has a good setup. It's got beds, it's got crafting tables, it's got an anvil, It's got some furnaces. It's pretty much set up like a nice little basic base so that you can work out of here and go on about doing your normal survival run, going out and exploring the biomes, finding what you want to find, making a nether portal, and go ahead and explore. Very, very basic, but it's basically just something so that you don't have to walk from all the way inside the turtle out here. If you want a head start on good gear for a survival run, go and clear out a couple things in the turtle. As I said, the random loot is pretty good. There are some chests in some of those startup places that have diamond gear in it right off the back. So you're ready to go. It's definitely a good leap. Plus, I really like how the turtle itself looks. It's got a really nice design, as you can see there. Here's the head. Let's see if we can see it a little better if we go underwater. No, we can't because I don't have night vision on. But you can kind of see it here once you're outside of the water. Definitely, I love the design of the turtle, and I like how inside of it there's a whole lot going on. It's not just a simple base mod at all. As for the surrounding area, I flew around. I didn't see any ocean monuments when I was flying around. I didn't see any ocean monuments, but there's a good amount of villages. I think I might have spotted 3 or 4 villager towers all around the area. And once you get to ground, there's a lot of good places to build. Nice variety. Over here you have some cliffs, which I like to build castles and medieval villages on. And then you have some plain biomes on the other side that way, which is also good for villages or anything like that. And you have tons and tons of water. Not to mention there's a few sunken ships, even though sunken ships are now a very, very easy thing to find. It's good to find because then you get a treasure map, then you get the Heart of the Sea, then you can build that conduit so that you can breathe underwater. So if you want to do a couple underwater builds, you have plenty of underwater space to work on there. So if you want to do like an underwater base or lab or something like that, you could do that as well. It's a good setup. And then you have all the loot that you get from the turtle that'll basically make it so you can pretty much do whatever you want. It starts you off with a turtle helmet so that it helps you with breathing underwater. So you're pretty good. So all in all, I find this a very, very, very good mod. Not what I expected, like I said, but I kind of figured that with the description, and it just didn't seem right for it to say turtle base. It seems more like a turtle kingdom. There's so many different areas to do things in. It's more like a small miniature city, more like I said, a destination map, not a base map. But you can use it as a base map pretty easily. And as I stated, there's a lot to see. I didn't even show you everything that you can get to in the turtle. I just showed you the kingdom, like little areas. There's like little tunnels that go around it. There's again 15 different dungeons. I've explored 2 of them and they go for a while. I mean a while. They go deep down and there's a lot going on in them. So by the time you clear it out, maybe 1 or 2 of them bad boys, you're gonna have a ton of loot and a ton of good ores for smithing and whatnot. So it's definitely one of those, if you want to have like a little adventure in your survival run, and before you go out, explore a really nice, well-made custom area, I would definitely recommend this, especially if you plan on playing it with friends. But that's going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it and you plan on picking this up, why don't you let us know in the comment section down below. Otherwise, why don't you give us some suggestions for maps or games to play on the channel. We do a variety of Let's Plays and reviews of Minecraft maps and other games, not to mention now that we do a live stream once a week at Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've got a lot of stuff to cover. So if you guys have any suggestions, make sure to let us know in the comment sections down below or on Instagram or Twitter. Other than that, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so the channel can keep growing. But Average Arcader out.